Hello everyone, my name is Cassidy and I am an exclusive Purple presenter and I am super excited to talk to you guys about organization. So we're going to talk about how to get your organization together for both your customer base and also for your team. So if you're ready, here we go. Let's get started. Okay, ladies? This is a 1.5 inch binder, or a 1 inch will work just fine. And I use this for my team. Inside of it, I have 12 dividers. And with those dividers, they're separated into months. So I have January through December. I also keep some clear covers in there if there's certain papers I need to keep a hold of. And I also have a few other things that I'll go over that I keep in between each divider. At the front of my binder, I keep a calendar. This is just a plain old calendar. You can get it at your local grocery store, Target, Walmart, wherever. 3 rings, so that way it fits right inside of my binder. And I use this to keep my life in order. Just to like give you an example, like here's a month in general. You can kind of see. I color coordinate it. I keep track at the end of each week. As far as how my team is doing, I'll keep a list of my personal goals. I'll keep a list of my overall company goals, and I'll put them at the end of each week. I also put on here my, kind of a glare. I have my personal goal that I have for the entire month of what I want to do. I'll keep track of when I need to do my team talks. I'll keep track of when I need to do blitzing. I have a place for all of my different parties that I'm doing. I also, over in this corner, I keep track, like I said earlier, I'll have my PRS, the company total, then I'll also have my sponsoring, my team sponsoring. I keep track of anybody who's interested in the business. I also have a spot for my hostesses that I'm going to carry over into the next month. So that's just my calendar. Inside of my binder, I always keep a small notebook right here. This is my dream team. This is anybody and everybody who might have shown a little bit of interest in the business. Remember that list that everybody tells you to write down like 100 people and get like 100 no's? Here's my list. I made a list of people and I just keep adding to it. I don't even know how many pages there is. There's a bunch of pages in here. And I just keep adding to it. And I keep this with me so that way if someone's head pops into my mind, then I can write them down in here and I can know that I need to send some information to them. So that's my Dream Team notebook. Next, I said that each one of my dividers from January through December will have certain things inside of them. I have 3 main sheets that I use. The first sheet that I keep is just a call list. It's a very simple call list. It just has their name, their date, and then miscellaneous. I use this to help me keep track of who I have contacted on my team. So I can then go back and be like, okay, I have not reached out to, say, Sarah in 2 months. What's going on? Go back in. A lot of times the miscellaneous might be I left them a message on Facebook, or I went over how to do their map with them, or we set up some goals. But this just helps me have something right in front. I'm a very visual person, so this just helps me keep everything right there. So first thing I have is my call list. Next thing I have is my monthly team goals. What this is I break this down mainly for my personally sponsored, or any of those that might have, say maybe there's a leader that's a little less active or not very active, and so you have kind of jumped down a little bit to help them out. I keep my my team goal list. This is what I fill out before I do my maps. This helps me out tremendously. It has on there like their current status as far as color goes, what their last month's PRS was, what their last month sponsoring was, so that way I know where they were before I plan out their mapping for the next month. And all of these sheets that I'm talking about, they are all in Michelle's files in the exclusive group. The third paper that I have in there is my, what's it called? Monthly new presenters. Gosh, there's such a bad glare. I am so sorry. Monthly new presenters. This is just for my personally sponsored. So if I sponsor somebody for the month, I then have their name on there. And again, if it might be somebody that has a, like I said, an upline that maybe is not as active that I need to kind of jump in, I'll put them on here as well. But I have a spot on there for the Start Strong training. I have a spot on there for their launch party, a spot for their PRS, their sponsoring, and then for notes to help just to make sure that first month I get them off to a good start. And then the last thing I do in there is I just leave a spot with lined paper, just to kind of give you guys an example. I keep lined paper in there. I have a spot for all of my incentives. So if you do any team incentives where you're going to be doing a giveaway based off of PRS or sponsoring or whatever type of contest you might be having running for your team, I keep it inside of my team binder so that way I know what the incentive is, who won the incentive, what they won, and if I mailed it out to them. So that way, because I was like kind of notorious for like, I have all of this stuff, who do I send it to? So, and then the last thing I have in there is just lined paper for my mapping. And I go through and I map out my entire team with my leaders every single month. And we just, see if I can find just to give you guys an example of it. So, again, there's kind of a glare, but I have people like who I need to get to yellow, those that I need to shoot for pink, those that are what their goals are to help get this entire team to blue. So I just go through and I have my teams mapped out in there, and it's for every single month. So by going through and doing this every single month, it helps me to train my leaders to do the exact same thing, which helps keeps us all organized. It helps break everything down, and it helps us keep track of everybody, especially once your team starts growing a lot bigger. Sometimes you might lose somebody in everything, and so this helps me keep track of everything, and it has made a huge difference in keeping my life a little bit organized. Okay, now on to my customer binder. Oh my goodness. This was a huge lifesaver for me. Now, granted, the majority of this information you can find in your back office. I'm a visual person. I have to have it like right here in front of me so I can look at it and see it. And I also needed a way to hold myself accountable for customer service. Okay, so that's what I did with this binder to help create myself some accountability. So again, just a 1-inch binder. Same thing as the other one, you're going to go through and you're going to have, oh, goodness. You're going to have little individual tabs. You're going to have 12 of them for the 12 months of the year. And what I have inside of each of them is I have a whole bunch of them up front, but it is an actual customer list. So, kind of hard to see, it's really glaring. Sorry. Okay, so what it is you can put 2 customers on it, and it has a place up here that says customer for, so I can put what month it's for. And what it pretty much does is it breaks it down to their name, their phone number, their address, their purchase history, so what they purchased, the date they purchased it from or on, the hostess that was for the party, their email address, and the most important thing is down at the bottom. Down at the bottom is the follow-up, and it says, Cassidy, did you publicly thank them? Did you privately thank them? Did you send them a thank you video or a thank you card? Did you add them to your VIP group? Did you follow up with them to make sure they received their product? Did you follow up in 2 weeks? Did you follow up in 2 months? Did you offer them to host a party? And did you offer them to join? So this helps me out tremendously, because then I know what they ordered, when they ordered it, and when it is. So like right now, I'm going through all of my like November, December, and January customers. They're all right here in my binder. So all I have to do is flip through there. It's now time for my 2-month follow-up, and I can ask them how they're liking a certain product. Do they need to order a new mascara? You know what, we got a new products out. Now's a great time to have a party. So this is wonderful. So I go through and like I said, I separate it by months. And another key thing that I keep in here is I keep a running list of all my hostesses for that month that completed parties. I also have a list, like some of us do flash sales. So if I do a flash sale, I'll break down the flash sale per product, what I sold it for, put their name next to it so I know who goes to what, all of that kind of good stuff. But also, if any of you guys do any, sometimes we do giveaways and kind of fun stuff in our VIP groups. Same type of thing. I'll make sure that I have a list on there that says that, you know, I did a giveaway for whoever added the most people to the group, and so won, and they got a lip gloss. So I'll have a list on there that so-and-so got their lip gloss. I have their address if they sent it to them, so I can follow up with them as well to make sure that they received it, see how they like it, and thank them again for helping out. So that's kind of all it is in a nutshell, but it has helped me out tremendously by having these binders put together for my customer follow-up and to help keep my life organized with my growing team. So, like I said before, all of the documents that I have shown you in this video are in our exclusive group under files. If you do have any other questions, concerns, or would like me to go a little bit more into detail, feel free to send me a message or comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. So, let's go get organized, girls. Have a great day.